So after looking at those returns and talking about how important it is to move to that kitchen line, I just want to talk a little bit more about it because it's this transition zone, which is a scary place for most people. They kind of panic there a bit, but it's also where I see a lot of people spending the most time because they never make it to the kitchen line. I will do like a camp for an entire day and work on these skills and then turn people out to play, and I'll sit there and watch them all just standing right here, hitting balls from here and never getting to the kitchen line. So I know that there's a lot of fear that some people have told me that if they get all the way to the kitchen line really fast, somebody's going to lob them, and they can't get that. So that's why they stop here. Another reason is they don't really feel comfortable dinking or playing the kitchen game, so they think, I think I'll just stay here. But as they play more, they're going to learn how low percentage that is to keep playing from this area. This is technically called the transition zone, or we call it the land of opportunity because you have the opportunity to keep getting into the net. But a lot of people get comfortable just hanging out here, and they don't want to get there because maybe they're playing a banger. This I get a lot. I'm playing a banger and they just bang them at me, and they don't think their volleys are good enough, their hands are fast enough. So they think if they stay back here, they'll have a little more time. But like I say, the more they play, they're going to find out that's not a very successful strategy. So I like to refer to it as the kitchen line is the winning line. The baseline is the losing line. So you're not going to win pickleball from the baseline. There's lots of people come to pickleball from tennis. Takes them a long time to transition into the pickleball mentality of not wanting to just stand back here and hit ground strokes. But I feel that in any point in pickleball, you shouldn't be hitting more than 1, 2 at the most shots from the baseline. If you're returning, 1. If you're serving, maybe you picked a drive on your third shot, they hit a really good shot back, and you choose drive again. But again, you should be moving forward. So this idea of stopping in this transition zone and thinking you're making it easier on yourself is actually making it harder on yourself. Your feet are exposed. You made yourself a much easier target for your opponents. When you're standing up at this kitchen line and your opponents are right there in front of you, they have a small target. And we want to always hit at our opponent's feet, because when we do that, what's going to happen? They have to hit up on the ball. So when you get your feet closer, it's harder for them to find your feet. But if you hit the ball, if you're standing back here, you've now made it very easy for your opponents to find your feet. And if they're your level or even a little bit better than you, that's what they should be doing. And that's what they're going to be learning as they get better, is to go for their opponent's feet. So you want to make it harder, not easier, for that to happen to you. So this question of, do I need to move in? How far do I need to move in? The answer is always, you need to move in all the way to the kitchen line. But it might not happen on one shot, and that's okay. Don't panic in this zone because you didn't make it there on one shot. But also, don't stay here thinking you can win at pickleball from hitting balls out of the air or trying to hit balls to people that are standing right up there on the kitchen line on the other side, and you're going to win, because it's just not going to happen. If all 4 of you, for some reason, are playing from this area, which I do see quite a bit, then it's anybody's game who's going to figure it out fast enough to get up there. But the only way you're going to be really successful and learn how to take advantage of being at the kitchen line, the winning line, is to get here, and to get here on the right shots. So get that mentality that no matter what happens, my goal is to get to this kitchen line. If I get pushed back, I might not make it right away, but I'm getting here. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to win. This is where I can attack and put balls away.